Colorado got stomped.
Big time.
It was suspended. And the racists came out, and there
you go.
Happy and excited.
That's it right there. If you don't know, Kari Lake, who tried to run for governor for Arizona, he basically put it out there to where it's that this is a victory for us. Daniel, you retweeted and responded to the tweet.
Everybody said, "Who was us?" Like, who's us?
Yeah. But then Rich Eisen jumped out there. Rich Eisen jumped out there real quick.
Not us.
But my question to white America is, where the fuck y'all was at when Deion did this shit years ago, like in the 90s? Where the fuck were you at? No, in the 90s. When prime time was prime time. Like,
they ain't like him back then either.
Okay, that's what it is.
I was about to say it was a whole bunch of white folks that did not care for prime back at the time, but until when he got in Dallas, that's when he was accepted. If that's the point. But at the same time, like social media wasn't there at that point.
Okay, I'm like, this is third act. Deion did as a player. He did it when he was commentating. Now he coaching. So what the hell y'all at? If you're over 35, Deion's being Deion. There's no act. He's being prime time. So it is what it is. But those guys, I'm gonna say that I kind of was like trying to figure out how good they were, and I think yesterday kind of showed that they're like back in top 20 good, maybe top 25 back in. Somewhere in there.
You put them in the rankings.
They're not ranked anymore.
I know that, but I'm saying like that's
one loss. They out.
Yeah.
Top 50, in the top 50.
Top 40.
Yeah,
in the top 40.
So they're like TCU. Yeah. They're like TCU good, right? Like how TCU normally is.
Yeah,
like,
they beat TCU.
Yeah, but that's where they're at. They're right there. Yeah, but Deion them that they in college football, whoever has the most NFL players on the field normally wins, and they only have 2 NFL players, and one was playing yesterday. So it's just gonna take time. And Prime said he keeping receipts, and he said, "Get me now." Because Lonzo, you said, it's gonna be 2 years before they competitive, top 10 type competitive, and it looked like that's the destination, that's the route they're gonna be on. So nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, what the casuals do not realize is that everybody was focused on Prime and focused on Deion Sanders. Can't wait for him to lose, and white America, I'll say that, shout that. Shout Eminem. White America. Shout Eminem. But was waiting for him to lose to the point to where it's that they don't know anything about college football. Colorado only won one game last year. They lost 47-10. I probably got that wrong last year, but they lost to him last year, 47-10. And they were able to, basically get 7 points this year. What was it? 42-7. That's what they lost. I probably got that wrong too. But at the same time,
they didn't get the extra point, but
it's all good.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They put points on the board. That's what matters.
Don't get blamed.
But the thing is that Deion Sanders basically told all of us at the start of the season that I don't have no dogs on the offensive line. I don't have no dogs on the defensive line. I'm looking for dogs on the O-line or the D-line. He was on record of saying that. So he's 2 years away. I think we said this on the podcast I said that on the podcast. Give him 2 years to recruit, and you got to have offensive line and defensive line. And you saw that. You saw that during the game.
Shador run for his life.
Can I add something to that?
Yeah,
that's where my tweet came from about being exposed. Everybody got mad at me because I said Prime got exposed. That's the definition of getting exposed. When you lack something and they target on it, that's part of getting exposed. But I didn't want to keep having to elaborate that, but it's because I was talking about Deion. Hey, this is where he fair game.
You talk about Deion, man.
You took that shit to Twitter, boy. You tough.
But
I'm fair game. It's fair game, and that's what I meant by exposed. Everybody like, oh, he got exposed because I'm like, that's the definition of getting exposed when you don't have something and somebody targets what you don't have. You get exposed.
You can't say nothing about Deion.
That's what I'm saying.
Keep it to yourself.
I know that now.
I know that now. Yesterday, I'm like, did y'all really think they was going to make a national championship? Like,
yes.
Is that what happened?
Undefeated.
That
Never lost.
Yes.
That's how people
Niggas was really
That's
thinking,
Lonzo Ball, Dion. That's
like, was that really happening, man?
Yeah, like people was that's what they banking on, like, bruh.
Like, no,
Y'all ain't watch football long enough.
no,
Exactly.
If you're
Thank
thinking
you,
about
thank you, Kenny. Thank you.
y'all ain't watch football.
Yeah,
long enough.
like Lonzy said, you ain't got no O line, D line. You know, hell, you know,
That's
great
where it
pass
starts.
rusher, a great pass rusher in college can disrupt anything. Hell, Chase Young with Ohio State. It literally looked like sometimes that nigga like, I'm finna make somebody fumble this play, and that nigga would just go make a fumble happen. So you need dogs, like Dion said, and and you know, and Bo Nix, how old is he now?
26, 25.
You know,
Bo Nix, 27 years old, man.
Your
Should be
age.
ashamed of himself.
Your age, man.
More than that fella.
The man played against Justin Herbert.
But
And
still.
Herbert in the league 4 years now.
There you go.
That's
And
just
Cam
that's
McCormick.
crazy.
Bo Nix, 29 years old. He need to be ashamed of himself, man.
Had to beating up on kids, Dion.
Beat up on little children.
Child abuse, man. Like, you don't
It
do
is.
that, man. Yeah, but you know, Coach Prime, they're gonna be back. Well, they ain't going nowhere. It's just
Well, they probably gonna lose against USC next week.
this is
Don't,
true.
don't kill me, black
they-
people.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Taylor Williams finna run
Yeah.
through that goddamn defense.
I got.
Light 'em up.
Can I read off my tweet? I saw somebody had me cracking up. Somebody
Go ahead,
said,
man.
Prom better hit the portal for some fundamental ass borderline racist white linebackers.
Yeah,
these swaggy cougars
Yeah.
are dog shit and run coverage.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that tweet there about killed me.
Damn.
These swaggy ass niggas are dog shit, but they're
Let me
like,
go out there
whoa.
and get some Bosa. Go out there and get some Bosas.
Yeah, yeah.
He, got, he in Colorado, so they got to be
Yeah.
somewhere in the state. They got to
They're
be
there.
already
somewhere
that
in
one
the
white
state.
middle linebacker. You
They
always
had
need
some.
that.
He ran them all out.
That's also true.
yeah.
Nah,
He made
what-
mine get up over there,
You need to
man.
call
Nigga
some
that
on
came
back.
in here.
He kept a few of them. There's a few white
Oh.
boys on that team.
Oh, case in point, one of the cornerbacks for Oregon. He was transferred from what you call it, Colorado,
Oh man.
and he did get I don't think it was an interception, but he did make one of the plays. Joseph Story had basically made a point saying that he's a former transfer from Colorado, and I was like, oh, I did not know that.
Yikes.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Oregon, them kids, you know, like I said, the black kids probably feel like, you know, a little shade because, you know, when Deion then was coming out there, and the white kids, you know, they were hyped up to get at him. So good going for the Colorado Buffaloes. He's tripled their win streak from last year, so that's something to say right there.
That is.
Yeah, the coach was all hype, saying, you know,
They were 3-0, right?
what did he say before the game? They playing for clicks, we playing for win. What did he say?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
they're playing for wins, not for clicks.
Yeah, they play for clicks. We're playing for
Yeah.
wins. That's what the coach said.
Yep.
Get
The
'em hyped up.
Cinderella story is over and
Put it on-
all that.
put it on a
Like,
t-shirt.
Come
It
on,
was
man.
never. It was.
We're not Hollywood.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Colorado ain't Hollywood either, man. But
Oregon bit stuff. We ain't gonna talk about that. Oregon got all the fresh gear. They been Hollywood for the longest too.
Right.
Come on now.
200 and what was
Keep
it?
changing
What's the stat?
shoes. When the shoes get hot, they change color.
What,
They got
231
35 different jersey
yeah,
combinations. Like
260 there's 231 uniform changes and 0 national championships. So it's cool. It's cool.
Shout out to Chip Kelly.
Yeah. Oh man,
Who is number 20 for Oregon, man? That joke like 5'2".
they always got those guys, Kenny.
Like, bro, I just seen him running. I'm like, nigga, that nigga is little.
Yeah, me and Ian, we could have went to Oregon in a younger day and made the team.
If you got speed,
can run.
if you got
As long as
speed,
you can run,
Yeah.
you
But he
good.
If
wasn't
you got
even
speed.
fast. He wasn't fast.
He wasn't.
right?
No.
What'd he do?
Shit, they got thrown around, but shit,
Got throw it around.
he got thrown positive yard.
Oh really?
Negative yard. That's what I was looking
Some
at.
swaggy ass niggas was throwing them the wrong way.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah,
Shout out to Coach Prime, man. He'll be
yeah,
back.
man.
He
Yeah.
will.
You know, another